to Earth. There are currently 7 billion people living on 30% of its surface, and all of them are dependent on the remaining 70% of the ocean. The ocean is the largest source of food in the world. Fish is the main daily source of protein for 1.2 billion people every day. But fishes are more and more frequently returning home with empty nets. The reason for this is overfishing.
The modern fishing industry is far too good at catching fish. Equipped with advanced technology, giant ships can catch massive quantities of fish quickly. When too many fish are caught, the remaining fish can't reproduce enough to sustain the population, and as a result, the fish populations plummeted. Long-line fishing vessels deploy 1.4 billion hooks a year. 1.4 billion hooks, each with a slice of fishing hanging from them as bait. There are trolling vessels that cast nets with an opening of up to 23,000 meters, close to the size of 4 football fields and big enough to hold 13 jumbo jets, or more commonly more than 500 tons of fish. Among these 500 tons of fish, there is a lot of bycatch. Bycatch is marine creatures accidentally caught, often in large quantities. Typically, shrimp trawlers throw 80 to 90% of the marine creatures caught back overboard. This means that for 1 kilogram of shrimp, up to 9 kilograms of other marine wildlife is caught and wasted. To relieve our strain on wild fishing, 47% of our seafood demand is farm fishing.
But marine aquaculture is more of a nail in a coffin than a lifeline. Many of farm fish are carnivorous, that is, they eat other small fish. 5 kilograms of captured wild fish are needed to produce 1 kilo of farmed fish. Farm-reared salmon aquaculture just converts low-value small fish into high-value bigger ones. It does not create any more fish. The majority of European fish stocks are overfished. Historically, the EU fisheries ministers have set fishing limits exceeding the scientific advice. In 2008, fishing limits were defined for a highly prized bluefin tuna. Scientists recommend a fishing limit of 10,000 tons to rebuild the increasingly depleting population of fish. However, the European and other fishing nations decide on a fishing limit of 29,500 tons, 3 times what scientists have suggested. Then despite this limit, 61,000 tons of bluefin tuna were already caught, and that's 6 times more than the recommended limit. Billions of money and euros in public subsidies are fueling this overfishing. What can the fish do? The industry is dominated by fishing vessels that far outmatch the natural ability to replenish fish. The ships are fitted out like giant floating factories, containing fish processing and packing plants, huge freezing systems, and powerful engines to drag enormous fishing gear through the ocean. Using state-of-the-art sonar, the ships can also pinpoint schools of fish quickly and accurately, but simply, the fish don't stand a chance. And with the lack of fish in the ocean from overfishing, the overexploration and mismanagement of the fishing industry has already led to some spectacular fisheries collapses. The cod fishery off Newfoundland, Canada, collapsed in 1992, leading to the loss of 40,000 jobs in the industry. The cod stocks in North Sea and Baltic Sea are now heading the same way and are close to complete collapse. Instead of trying to find long-term solution to these problems, the fishing industry is instead looking towards the Pacific, but this is not the answer. And politicians continue to ignore the advice of scientists. If this continues, soon there will be no fish left. How do we end overfishing? Your politicians have the responsibility for making this decision. In Brussels, that will end overfishing. Citizens have the responsibility of encouraging and supporting their politicians to make those decisions.